All right. If you go back to your workbook, I promised there was one more little bit of worksheet to do today. So if you go back to your workbook and we're going to go, we just warmed up remembering the verbs just now. So these are all written for you to be able to see. So below are the sentences from our little farm story. You are to read each sentence out loud. And after each sentence, what we're going to do is try to figure out who the subject is by asking, who is doing the action? The subject is always the one that does the action. So we're going to do it together. And we're going to circle the verb endings that show us who is doing the action. All right? So here we go. This isn't hard at all. Ad fundum imus. Ad fundum imus. Who is going? We go. But how do we know that it's we? Ad fundum imus. Did you see this part of the word? Mus. It means we go. Moose means we, and the E actually is the part that means go. So we go to the farm. Okay, next sentence. Read this out loud. I'm going to let you try it on your own, and then I'll read it. I'll give you a couple seconds. This is how it goes. Multas bestias videmus. Multas bestias videmus. Who sees? We could write that down here. Who sees? And if we look back, we see the same thing we saw in emus. Multas bestias videmus. Circle the moose. Multas bestias videmus. Who sees? And then we write, we see. We see. Okay, next sentence. Ad bestias ambulamus. Ad bestias ambulamus. You read it out loud. Ad bestias ambulamus. Okay, what does ambulamus mean? Do you remember? Who is walking? So we could say, who is walking, or you could say who walks if you want fewer letters, but I'm going to write who is walking. And we go back to our Latin sentence because it tells us ambulamus. Circle the moose again. We are walking. We are. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, no worry. You can just pause it. I don't often write while looking through a phone. Cum bestiis, with the animals. Ludimus. Ludimus. Remember what it means? Who is playing? Ludimus. Playing. Who is playing? And this is so easy now. I'm sure you're getting it. The moose means we. We are playing. We are playing. Cum bestiis. We are playing with the animals. Okay, next. Bestias alimus. Alimus. Remember what that means? Think of a carrot or an apple. Who is feeding? Who is feeding? Again, there's that ending on our verb, moose. Moose. Who is feeding the animals? We are feeding. Do you have it? Great. Only 2 left. Vale dicimus. Vale dicimus. Dicimus. Who speaks? Let's do that. It's not too long a word. We speak or say. Who speaks? Who speaks goodbye? And here we are. Moose. We speak or we say. We speak. This is a sign that means or, and you could write say. We speak or say. Okay. Domum redimus. Redimus. What does that mean? I turned my back and walked the opposite direction just now on the video. Who returns? Who returns to their house? Redimus. Moose means we. We, oops, I got an extra. We return. We return. Okay, that fills out that part. And then it says, did you notice how the verb endings can tell us who does the action even when there is no person mentioned by name or pronoun? There's no word that means we, it's just this ending right here. It does mean we, but it's not a separate word. Just no separate word. There can be sometimes, but most of the time in Latin, you just know from the word who is doing the action. And mus always means we are doing the action. Imus, videmus, ambulamus, ludimus, alimus, dicimus, and redimus. Okay, good work.